Hi, my name is Chong Hui Yang and my matrix number is 281955. Today I will talk about my lab assignment 1 and the country API. This is the beginning. Uh, the title is country API and the home I didn't put any title because later on I will put at the stateful widget, the app bar there, the stateful. So I use stateful widget because later the UI will change according what the input. So I use stateful, then create state. This one is all the stateful widget. And I got one text editor controller here because this to input what the text field the user input, and description. These are the variables later on we'll use. Then I use one player and image provider here because the image is for the country flags and the player is for the audio after the search has been clicked. And this is the init state for the image provider because this one to initialize the image, the flag before any input, which is the empty image. So inside the widget, I use the scaffold, the app bar, the title is the country API, which is this one. And in the body, I use the single child scroll wheel because to avoid the arrow bar when the user want to input something, the keyboard scroll up. It would to avoid the arrow bar here, the yellow arrow bar. And center this all the child. And first, this one is the text field. The controller is the input, and the hidden text is the enter the country. And the size box here is used to uh, space the it has a space here. And this one is the button for the search button. I use size box because put the size of the button. So I use height for the 40 and the weight is 120. So I also use the icon here, which is the icons dot search, this icon, and also the word search. So when it on press, it will it will it should run the method over here later on, the future get country method. And I also put one container for the output. Later on, we'll output the country details, the name, later and the image for the flags. So text here and the image, as I say, the flags of the country. So the image is image provider, which is the just now the variable, and the arrow builder here is to avoid the error happening here because before any input, the country it will detect that the image provider is null because it don't have it didn't retrieve any image from the website, so it will run error here. So I return the text which is a blank text, so it won't show anything here. If let's say I want to put arrow here, it also will show arrow here when I restart. So I just put nothing here. Okay, so for the get country method, the country variable is input.text, which is what the user input, and the API ID is the basically it is after what I register in the website, the API ninjas here, so it get the permission to retrieve the the JSON data. So the website is the country according to what the input, what the user input. So I also put http.get here to retrieve the data, and the header is for the API ID. So I put one if the response dot status code equals to 200, the JSON data should be get what the response dot body here, and I use list face JSON to decode the JSON data uh because API Ninja, the what is what the data from the API Ninja is in list form but not maps form, so I cannot use string, so I use list here. So same, I use country name, the currency code, country name, capital, and the ISO, or also initiate initialized as a list. So I also use one if the face JSON dot is not empty here to avoid the error. Let's say the user input the country is cannot search from the website, so it will retrieve later on if it's empty, which is means that cannot search from the website. It will play arrow sound and also put pop up one widget and a button here. Later I will show. So basically inside here, I just add the what the face JSON get from the website into the list, country name list, the country code, code, the currency name, capital and ISO from the face JSON data. So I also use join here because if I didn't use join, it will show with the the bracket, which is uh not that uh advanced, so that I use join here to show the complete, which is the name of the country only without the bracket. So same, or I use join. So the description basically is to show the output. So let's say I search Malaysia here, search, you it will play the correct sound and also state. So it will show the country, and I use space here and the result name, which is the Malaysia, and capital and result capital is the Kuala Lumpur, and also the currency and the result currency, common currency name. So here, so after that, I will show the image provider, which is the from the Flex API. Retrieve from there. I use network image, so it will get the image from the website. So if let's say it also can, I search for another country also can. Search Brazil, it will show later the Brazil, the, then this one, the flag also. So let's say I search for nothing here, not be searched from the website. It will pop up one arrow sound and also invalid country name or code. Then please re-enter a new one. So okay, then re-enter a new one. So basically is all, that's all from my code. So thank you.